I was lucky enough to run into Paul Strauch, the surfing legend, at the Duke's Ocean Fest 2014. I asked him to tell me about his very first surfboard.
My name is Paul Strauch. I'm 71 years old and I'm born and raised here in Honolulu, Hawaii. And I grew up right here on Waikiki Beach. So to me, it's like a backyard that is treasured and very dear to me. I began surfing when I was about 4, but that's not really surfing. That's when your father pushes you on a redwood board and you go wherever the board goes. Hopefully you stay with it. But I never forget the experience of riding a wave and watching all the fish dart under you and as you go over the coral reefs, and it was just a total sensory experience. And that's something I reflect on so regularly. It kind of puts everything in alignment for me. My first surfboard was a redwood board, which was a small down version of my dad's board. And then my second one, which I really surfed a lot, was an 8-foot hollow board that we got from McWane Marine Supply. And I had the pleasure when I was 12 of having Tom Blake shape me my first balsa board. Actually in our backyard, Tom came through my father, who knew him, shaped 2 boards for us, one for my dad, a 10-6 and a 8-6 for me. And I remember watching from the back door to this rear garage, watching him work. He was a very quiet individual, but so finally I started. One interesting thing, he made a square tail for my father, and he made what was funny with I didn't know what it was called then, but he called it a swallowtail. And so it had 2 points on it. So I said, why did you make my board a swallowtail and my dad's a square tail? And he says, very simple. The fastest turning board is a pintail, because when you roll it over, it goes in the direction that you're rolling to. And so unlike a square tail where you have to step back and put a lot of weight on the side of the board that you want it to go to. And so because you're only 12 years old and you're very light, and this board will satisfy you for the next couple of years, you need to grow into it and get heavier to really maximize the length. But with these twin pin tails, which is a swallowtail he called it, when you step on that one side that you want to go, it's going to bury that one edge, and you'll get basically the same effect as if you were riding a single pin. And so from that I learned so much initially about surfboard design, which gave me the foundation to understand the hydrodynamics of design, and it intrigued me all my life, and it still does. My first foam board was a Hobie board in 1958. I got it through George Downey, who was Hobie's first sales agent here in Honolulu, and that board really performed well. It was night and day in terms of weight, and it allowed you to do so much more. It was so sensitive. So I have fond memories of that foam yellow Hobie board. Special regards to all surfers here, especially all my brethren, all the brothers here, who I miss so much. And of course, back all my aikani and my friends at the Surfing Heritage and Culture Center. Aloha, everyone.